Okay, right, the 3D strengthener motor mounts have arrived today. I've installed the first one on that motor there. Received from uavbits.com, based in the US. Just a 3D print that replaces, basically, you turn the Phantom upside down so the motors are touching whatever surface it's on. That keeps the motor in its place for when you remove the 4 motor screws. You remove all the screws, put this little plate, put it sit on top, attach the 4 motor screws, four motor screws first, beg your pardon, then the 2 screws at the back. You get all the screws needed with the kit required to do the job. Those smaller ones there you can see are what came out of the actual motor mount. So because you have 3 options if you've got the Phantom 3 now, if you've noticed some little holes, cracks, which you can just about see there on that one, it's not actually holes that hold the motor in its place, they're the holes that hold the case together for that part. Bear in mind you do have another hole there which is perfectly sound as a pound. That's held together by another screw, and that's all the way around, and you have the clips as well. So don't think that these two having cracks in them will cause any major problems. It won't do. But it is just a little bit of a niggle when you buy something so new. So the 3 options are: first one, you can leave it as it is and continue to fly as it is, which I did do for quite an amount of time. I'd say at least a month or so before I decided to do something with it. The second option is to send it back to a DJI authorized repair center, so it's repaired under warranty. Basically, they'll just replace the shell, and all the current electrics just be transferred across. That's my understanding on that. Or the third option is what I've taken, is the little plates, these 3D plates here, to spread the load across to basically to stop the cracks. Basically, like a crack in your windscreen, the stress over time will get gradually bigger, and what it may create, we don't know, but I don't think it'll create anything much. But it's just a niggle that you want to try and get sorted. Excuse the messy desk, it is a busy work table. So yeah, that's basically it really. They are quite simple to fit. That's my first one. I've got another 3 to do. Like I said, you get everything you need, including the kit, the plates, the 16 M 3x10 screws and 8 M 2.5x 14mm screws. It tells you exactly what to do. In terms of the product that came today, the quality isn't brilliant. Some of them are slightly twisted. You may be able to see with that one slightly. So I try and hold my fingers in the way. It's slightly out slightly. Same with the other ones as well. So my only concern was, if I was putting that in its place with the one that was twisted, that's just going to start pulling that up and so forth, causing more stress. Anyway, that aside, there is going to be, excuse me, I just dropped it. I think one of our members may be thinking, or is currently in the process of creating these. Can't confirm it yet, because obviously that's his department and that's something to do with himself, and I don't want to put something on him that he isn't doing. So, but yeah, if that's the case, then it may be easy to source. Then I waited 9 days for mine to come from the States at a cost about 20 odd quid, I think it was, something like that. Yeah, and only time will tell if they do the job or not. It does actually make a point on the little included note that to check them after so many flights of screws. So he's never had one come loose. Anyway, well, that's something I do anyway. That should be all part of your checks, routinely checks anyway. So that's no biggie. So hopefully you can you get a bit of an idea as to what these are and how easy they are to fit. They are very easy to fit. The motor stays in its place when you take out all the screws. Don't think it's just going to fall off. Just keep it on upside down. It'll be fine. It won't do anything. Get the forward in the place to get the motor in its position. The last two there, and then they pull down this bit here. Pull it down because it has a protrusion, which is seen there, which goes into the hole that's got the crack in it. So it creates like a nice thick wall to the hole, which adds strength, basically. So see what you think. If it's like I said, you've got three options. You can just leave it as it is. That's fine. I just wanted to just try them really. The second option, send it back to contact DJI. Book it in for a warranty return. Or the third option, try these little 3D printed plates that some clever person came up with, and now they've all been templates have been printed off, and you can download them, print them yourself, and so forth. So that's just a quick video. I hope it does help. Let me know if you've got any questions, anything regarding these. Like I said, this is only relevant if you have noticed the cracks in the two holes. Again, it's these two holes here, not these two, and not that, it's these two. I have one there, one in the other arm, but I'm doing all four, obviously, because there's not much weight to them. They're very, very light, but if you were to put two just on two holes and leave the two, that could affect counterbalance and so forth. So, alright, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.